Ladies and gentlemen, Mrsotko here. Welcome to another episode of Hey Mrsotko, what do you think of this? The rules are very, very simple. In the comments down below, you just say, Hey Mrsotko, what do you think of this? And then you insert a crypto topic. And then the next video, I will use your comments to answer those questions. We learn, we educate, we talk about it. It's always a good time. Just before I begin, I want to say that I've received a couple random complaints throughout my videos that they're a little bit too low of a volume. I always use headphones, so when I review my video, it sounds just fine to me. But on a cell phone with a small speaker, it can sound a little quiet. I've moved my mic a little closer to my face in the same manner that I used to have when I would do replay casts. So hopefully it is a little bit louder. I can make it go a little bit louder with desktop boosting and such, but I don't really want to do that because it starts to garble it a little bit. So if it's not loud enough, just let me know, guys, and I'll try to fix that. But unfortunately, if I make it too loud, then I can't please everybody because then it's too loud and then they'll complain about that. But hopefully I can get it just right very soon. So the first question is going to come from Vinedicta. He has asked a question before, and on my last video that I made on this particular topic, I didn't get too many questions on, hey, Mrsotko, what do you think of this? So I went with just a couple questions, and here we go. So the first one is, what do you think about Shapeshift? And so Shapeshift.io is a website in which you can deposit certain coins and then receive other coins for a small fee. So you might wonder, why would you ever do this? And there are many reasons to do this. One reason is because maybe you can deposit a coin for a very, very cheap coin, and then later on that cheap coin might go up in value. And then you might think to yourself, well, why not just use an exchange? Well, the idea is that if you are, let's say you're mining Vertcoin and you mine Vertcoin, then you send it to an exchange, there's going to be a fee for that. And then usually there's going to be a fee to buy and sell on that exchange. And then if you want to take the coins that you purchased on that exchange via your Vertcoin, then there's going to be a fee to send that to another wallet. So Shapeshift kind of eliminates that. There are still fees, but Shapeshift eliminates a lot of work that you have to do in terms of putting a new coin and signing up on a new exchange and what have you. So it's actually pretty easy, and I've used Shapeshift numerous times, particularly for Vertcoin when I was mining Vertcoin. And then I would just transfer it into, rather exchange it, transmute it, shapeshift it into Litecoin. So first thing you do is you just essentially find the coin that you want to deposit. So let's do Vertcoin like I like to do. And then I would like to receive Litecoin, my favorite coin, because the fees are always really, really, really low. This quick and precise, I wouldn't really worry about it. So the precise is if you have a ton of coins and you want to get the exact price for them. It's a little complicated. You can look it up. It's not too bad. I always just use quick. So if you continue, you have to put in your Litecoin address. And so this is the Litecoin address, of course, of where you want to receive your Litecoin. So if you put that in, and then your Vertcoin refund address, in case something goes wrong, it will send your Vertcoin back. So there is a minimum deposit, as you can see, of 1.2 Vertcoin, and a maximum deposit of 1,161 Vertcoin, and a small minor fee of Litecoin as well, which is just maybe a couple bucks or so. Not a lot. So once you put in your two addresses here, you agree, and then you start the transaction. Unfortunately, I can't really show you this because I don't really have any coins to transmute at the moment. But once you actually hit start transaction, it will give you a timer, and you have a certain amount of time in order to deposit your Vertcoin. So you send your Vertcoin to the address that they show you on the next screen. They'll show you an address, and then using your wallet, you will send your Vertcoin to that. Once they receive it, they will confirm that and tell you, and then eventually you will receive your Litecoin to wherever you wanted to put it. So for example, I like to mine Vertcoin. So when I mine Vertcoin, I send it here, and I put in my Litecoin address to send it to Coinbase. I want my Litecoin to go to Coinbase, and then my Vertcoin refund address. So I know that might be a little confusing, the refund address. All it is your receiving address of your Vertcoin wallet, just in case something goes wrong and they have to send it back to you. So of course you want to put that as well. And then again, the next screen will show an address in which you're going to send the Vertcoin to, and you have a certain amount of time to do that. I think it's like 10 minutes or 12 minutes or something. It's quite generous in terms of the time that it's going to give you. And if you run out of that time, well, then you just start it again, and it's not a problem. But Shapeshift is pretty cool. So the fees will vary depending on what you want to convert it to. So, for example, the miner fee of Litecoin. So Litecoin is, let's just call it $200. So 0.1 would be 20, 0.1 would be $2. So this is about $2.50 of a fee, so, which is not really particularly bad. But if we wanted to receive something else, let's try something else and see what the fee would be. Let's try Ethereum, and we'll do quick. So it's going to be a slightly similar fee there, so that's not too bad either. But let's do something where it would clearly usually be a big fee, and that would be Bitcoin. So let's say we have Vertcoin. Did I click wrong here? I think I did. Okay, so now I want to deposit Vertcoin. I'm all messed up here. And then I want to receive Bitcoin. So Bitcoin usually has big fees. Right now, it's very, very low. All the fees are really, really low since all the crypto negative debacle and the prices falling. So fees aren't really too bad right now. So with Vertcoin, with Bitcoin, again, the fee is really not too bad. So I'm actually really surprised at how low the Bitcoin fee is. So 1 would be, 0.1 would be about $1,500 or about $1,000 right now. Let's just call it about 10,000. I know Bitcoin is at about 11,000 right now, but let's just for ease say that Bitcoin is at 10,000. So that would be $1,000, $100, $10. So just under $10. So it's still a slightly bigger fee than the Litecoin. So that just goes to show that Litecoin is way easier to just toss around than most currencies. Sometimes Ethereum is a little bit lower as well. It just depends on what coin you want to receive, and there's going to be a fee. So Bitcoin is obviously going to be one of the biggest fees. So Shapeshift, it's pretty nice. I enjoy Shapeshift. I recommend Shapeshift to anybody that, you know, just wants to throw their coins in and get something else instead. Maybe you're mining a weird altcoin or something like that, and perhaps they have it on here. So now they don't have everything on here. So if you go to deposit, you can see how many coins they have. And some of them are not available. Some are only available when maybe the market cap goes up. I'm not really sure in terms of what they specify in terms of what coins they're willing to accept that day or not. So as you can see, most of them are the pretty main coins. You know, you got Doge, you got Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Gold, Dash. So all the good stuff for the most part that you can deposit and get stuff back. So let's say we want to deposit Bitcoin. Let's see what we can get back here. We can get all kinds of stuff. We got Golem, we can get Gnosis, Komodo, Potcoin, all kinds of good stuff. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Storage? I don't know. Swarm City. So interesting, a lot of odd coins. Some of them, again, not available just yet. But still pretty interesting and useful website. Also, one thing, I mentioned it just at the start of the video, but so if you have one particular coin and you want to trade it for a really, really low value coin, you're going to get a ton of coins back. And yeah, that low value coin isn't worth much, but maybe in a week, maybe in a month, maybe in 2 months, that coin goes way up. So that's one use of Shapeshift, is just to turn it into a low-cost coin in hopes that that coin will eventually be really high. And then you'll make quite a bit for that because you're going to get the even amount for your Bitcoin or your Litecoin or whatever. And then, you know, if that coin goes up in the future, then you might be able to make something on it. So not too bad. So let's go on to the second question. McScrandy asks about the Robinhood app and that it could potentially be a game changer. And so let's talk about that. So the Robinhood app, I have not used the Robinhood app yet. I'm still kind of a Coinbase fan and GDAX fan, mostly GDAX, not necessarily Coinbase, as Coinbase is really just a website, a really easy website that can facilitate the buying of cryptocurrency. There's usually a lot of fees for that on Coinbase, but not so much on GDAX. And GDAX fulfills my needs just fine and only has 4 different coins on it, but it's all the 4 main coins, if you will. So any coin you can just turn into Litecoin and then hold your Litecoin instead. So it's all the good coins, all of the good stuff. Let me take off my glasses here, probably getting blasted with reflections and whatnot. So the Robinhood app came out a little while ago, and it has free trading. There are some cons about the Robinhood app. One is that it only trades Bitcoin and Ethereum. Again, that's pretty cool because Bitcoin and Ethereum are pretty much the top dogs in terms of cryptocurrency, but that's all they have is just Bitcoin and Ethereum. You can also look at many other coins on Robinhood. You know, they'll show the prices of many other coins, but you can only trade Bitcoin and Ethereum. So it's free to trade. And so that's pretty cool. That's a game changer, if you will. So totally free trading. GDAX kind of does the same thing, but it's only with limit orders. And so I'm not sure if Robinhood, the crypto app, actually uses limit orders, or if it's free market trades or not. And market buying means you're buying it immediately at the price that it is, whereas a limit order is you're setting a limit to produce liquidity either below or higher than the current value, depending on if you're buying or selling, and that's a limit order. So a limit buy and sell, and those are free on GDAX, but the market buys on almost every exchange are not free. So pretty good. One thing they have is Robinhood Gold. So it's a paid service, and you can get a little bit more service out of it. So one thing is the extended hours trading. So what are the market hours? So traditionally, the markets are open from 9:30 to 4 p.m. With the Robinhood app. So you can't trade at any other time in the day. So that's interesting. How they work with that. So that's a little odd that you can only trade at certain times of the day. That's more of like a stock thing, and I'm not sure if they're just talking about stock here or cryptocurrencies, but it certainly helps to have the gold so that you can buy that. Another thing that that happens when you have the gold is, I found it somewhere. Well, instant deposits are pretty good, and another thing was they had a margin trading as well. So what is gold buying power and what are the benefits? So gold buying power, it's money that we lend to you to buy stocks in the stock market. You can invest more, keep the profits. It also gives you the flexibility with your cash. So what are the risks? Because gold is a margin account. So this is talking about margin trading now. If you guys don't know what margin trading is, it's good, but at the same time, it's a little risky. So margin trading is essentially when you're trading at 10 times or 100 times the value, where you only have $100 worth of crypto, but they're going to lend you $1,000, and you have to pay them back in a certain period of time. And if you fail to do so, then, well, you lost money. So margin trading is definitely risky. So there are additional risk and responsibilities you should be aware of. Buying stocks using margin amplifies the gains and losses in your portfolio. We've built Robinhood Gold to help protect you from these additional risks by including checks and notifications to help keep you informed. Oh, my throat is going. It's going on me. So Robinhood, I give it a couple thumbs up for the effort of offering free service. Now, I don't know because I haven't downloaded it yet. I probably should just download it and give it a shot and just take a look at it. And maybe I'll make another video on the Robinhood app exclusively after I download it and really dig into it. But I'm assuming there's probably ads on the app that you have to deal with, considering it is a free service. Now, that's a small price to pay for a free service. Ads are everywhere. Hell, I mean, you can see, actually, I have ad block off here for CNBC, but as you can see, there's always some kind of ad. There's always some kind of additional links. I mean, YouTube has ads. Everything has ads. So if you're surprised by that, then welcome to planet Earth, where ads are a thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if there are ads in the app. But you can pay for a gold service where you probably don't get apps, and you can trade at any time. You can also do margin trading. Now, I do want to warn you guys about margin trading. It is a little risky. If you're a really good investor, then margin trading is fine. It's a great way to make money. If you're pretty new to it, I would definitely steer away from margin trading until you feel comfortable with your trading ability, that you haven't lost any money after a few months. Maybe it's time to start trying to trade margin trading. But again, it amplifies your gains and your losses. So if you do lose, or you don't pay that margin trading fee, that loan essentially back in time, you'll lose quite a bit of money depending on how much you were trading and how much you got. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you guys have any questions or if you want to participate in the program, I like to say program, just comment down below. Hey, Mrsotko, what do you think of this? Bring up a crypto topic, and then I'll cut and paste your comment out, slap it on my screen there, as you see down below, and we'll talk about those. But until then, I will see you guys next time.